The Diamond Sennit Knot. Hello everybody, welcome back, and today's little decorative knot is the Diamond Sennit Knot. And basically, to me, it looks very much like a Matthew Walker knot. As you can see, it's got the spirals coming round here, but then it's finished off with like a crown on the top, and it makes a really nice decorative knot. If I compare that here with, say for example, here's a sailor's whisker I've made a while ago, it still needs finishing off, but you can see here's the Matthew Walker knot, and it's just a pure spiral here and then just ends in the rope work itself at that point. But on this one here we have the spiral, but we then have like crowning round it. Now, just to go a bit further on this, for those of you that are interested, this is on page 135, knot number 757 of the Ashley Book of Knots. And let me just bring that over to you and just read what it says. 757, the Diamond Sinnet Knot is one of the most often seen. Now, to be honest, I didn't know about this knot until a guy called Armando Tasso introduced me to it. I'd never seen it before. Maybe I had seen it before but didn't recognise it, thinking it was a Matthew Walker knot from a distance, but it is different. It's got the crowning on the top. So in this book it says one of the most often seen, yet I've been knotting for a little while now and I haven't seen it at all. And it also goes on to say generally the knot is tied into bag lanyards with either 6 or 8 strands. Occasionally they have 10 and seldom 12. And then it goes on to say used on Ditty-bag, lanyards, etc. So anyway, that's on page 135 of Ashley Book of Knots, if you've got that. So anyway, let's get on and I will show you how to tie this rather decorative knot. I will untie it and let's get knotting. Okay, so as you can see, what I've done here is I have got 6 strands tied together here with a constrictor knot. If you don't know how to use a constrictor knot, I've got that in the description below. If you're starting out in decorative knot work, the constrictor knot is one knot that you will use all the time. So let's get on and actually tie this now. Now the first thing that I do is I get all of my strands, and what I do is I just let them fall naturally into their right place, like so. So you can see now they're all fairly evenly spread around my work. The next thing I do is I just put my hand down like so and then pull them down so that are coming over my actual core itself. Once I've done that, the next thing I do is I just get hold of them. A little bit tricky to start with this. Just get hold of them, all of them, as they come into play, and twist them round the actual core by my left hand there. And so just take that one there and then twist it round until I get one complete turn like so. And it's a bit more difficult with thicker rope, but you can see now here I have now gone round and I've come back to the beginning here. Okay, so that's the easy bit. Next bit's even easier. And once we've done that, just make sure they're not crossing. We want them, if we go back, let's just hold that, go back, you can see there that they're not crossing over. So just, that's the crucial piece, is make sure that they're not crossing. And then give them one full turn until you get round to your first strand or first loop, which is this one here. Now the next thing we do is we take each one of these cords here in turn, and so we take the very bottom one, so just make sure they're not crossing, take the very bottom one here and we pass it through the first loop where we've gone round to the beginning. So take the bottom one, take the working end and pass it through that first loop, a little bit tricky, and when you're using smaller cord even trickier. Pass it through like so, there we go, I've got it through, and you can let that one go. Let that one just fall naturally into place like so, and what it's doing is it's now locking our other ones into place, but just keep an eye out that they're not crossing. Also, the other thing is, for those of you who are doing decorative knotting, show me your work. There's a link in the description below where you can drag and drop your work, but let me know in the comments section below that you're actually sending me something to look at. Okay, so there's the first loop done. First one through the first loop. There's the next loop, and we take this one here and we pass it. And the other thing you'll notice as well, you'll know you've got it right, because when I pull on this one, it's actually the next loop here. It's actually moving this one. So if I pull on that a little bit, you can see it's the same cord that we're going through on each end. So the next thing I do is I get the working end of this one and pass it up through my loop like so, and then let it just run alongside the other one. Turn it slightly, take the next one, this next bottom one, and pass it through the next available loop, which is there. And if you want to, give it a tug to make sure it is the right one, and then pass it up. And you can see here now, we're starting to get a little bit of a pattern appear. So we now go on to this one here. 3 left, take the bottom one of the 3, pass it through the next loop, like so. And don't forget, if you enjoy these videos, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, always like talking to people. And then we've got 2 left, take the bottom one of those 2 and pass it through that loop there. And then final one, there's only 1 loop left, so it can only be that one that we actually pass it through there. And you can see now here, without too much, just tidy it up a little, go around, tidy it up, move it around so they're all in the right position, and just gently pull up on them, and you will see gradually as we pull up that we've got a nice spiral knot here with a crown appearing on the top. And that's basically all it is. It's as simple as that. And then I'm just going to go around, pull up tight, dress it as we go. Don't over tighten to start with, just do it gently so that it all falls into place. And you can see here now, just by gently coaxing it, that as I do it, and the more I pull on it, that gradually we're getting that nice spiral, almost a Matthew Walker knot with a crown at the top. And if you say, for example, this loop here is a little bit loose, for example, all we've got to do is follow the lead round pulling through and just pull on that, and you will see that you've then tightened up at that point there, because it's that loop belongs to that. That's all you've got to remember. So if it gets caught up somewhere, just pull it through and gently tease your work through, tighten up as you go on, because you want it nice and tight, this knot, and you can then carry on and make your lanyard as you go. And so there we go, it's starting to appear, just wants tweaking. Tweak it, roll it, just get it all to form into shape, and you'll find with smaller cordage it does look a lot better than when you're using chunky cordage here. But you can see here now that we've got that beautiful spiral effect. It's starting to appear at this point here with a nice sort of crown finish on there. And so there we have it. That is the Diamond Sinnet Knot. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. But whatever you do, leave me a comment so that I can improve my videos in the future. So once again, thanks for watching, and see you again next time. Let's get knotting.